So, I am a long-term iPhone user, used to work at Apple as a technical program manager on iPhones, recently switched to a Samsung Z Fold 7 about 2 weeks ago, and then I hustled to get an invite to Samsung Unpacked, and now I have access to an S26 Ultra, and my first time ever having this one. Actually, I didn't even know that it has a pen that comes out of the bottom. That's how new I am to this ecosystem. So I just want to be really honest with my experience. For example, the Fold absolutely blew my mind. I bought it with my own money. It is very different from other phones that are out there. Kind of like a phone and a tablet all combined into one. Whereas the S26 Ultra feels really familiar. I can navigate this fairly easily compared to the Z Fold 7. Feels kind of like an iPhone, honestly, except with the Android customization opened up and available to you. So I'm gonna get into some of the cool features on the S26 and just share my experience as someone who's not an Android user. So disclaimer, I am not a mobile tech creator. You guys have so many comments in the last video about how why would I get the Fold if I want a good camera versus the Ultra? I don't know because I didn't know any better. Then you guys love comments saying that there's like all these different features that I haven't even tried yet. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm just trying to show you my experience as someone who is not familiar with the Android ecosystem and has just switched over recently. Okay, so as I mentioned, the Ultra feels really familiar aside from the little pen at the bottom. Otherwise, it feels like a normal phone. There is one very cool feature that I like about it, which is it now has the privacy feature, which is awesome. And I did get to test this out. So these are the different phones that are available from the S26 series. The S26 Ultra has, for the first time ever, a privacy screen, which I thought was really cool. On the privacy screen, you can actually control which parts on the screen and what type of apps and stuff can you use the privacy screen on, which is really cool. This is actually super, super light. See how the privacy screen works. So, oh, there it is. The privacy display. So I'll click that. And then, oh, wait, look at it. I can't see it with the privacy display. Very cool. Other than that, in the like, I don't know, hour that I've been playing with it, I haven't noticed anything too like extravagant or different. Other than that, there isn't anything too different. Like it's a very nice phone. I like it. The color is very cute. Nothing like that stands out to me too much. Not like when I got into the Fold. Like the Fold is so different, obviously, in its use case. Now, I did want to talk about the camera because y'all talked about this in the comments in my last video. Yeah, okay, you guys were right. The camera on this on the S26 Ultra is way better than the Fold for sure. I wish I could put the camera on the S26 Ultra into the Samsung Z Fold 7. Here's a couple of photos that I took, some on the Z Fold and some on the Ultra, so you can look at the comparison. Comparison is pretty drastic. Obviously the Ultra is way, way more beautiful. However, like I mentioned in my last video, one of my favorite features of the Fold is that you can see what photo you're taking using the back camera with the front screen, and I really do like that feature. As you can tell from some of these photos, photo comparisons, like you can tell when I'm using the S26 Ultra back camera, one, because the quality is really nice, but two, the framing is a little bit off versus on the Samsung Z Fold. You can see that the framing is a bit better. Like, you know what? I really don't have a ton of experience with the S series, I guess, if that's what you call it. On Samsung, this feels like a really nice phone. It feels really fast. I love the camera. I love the privacy feature. Otherwise, it kind of feels like other phones. So if there's something you want me to test, maybe let me know in the comments because I'm so new here. Hi. And let me know what I should test on the S26 Ultra. It feels good. Feels like a normal phone. Not too different from using an iPhone aside from the privacy screen so far and the beautiful camera. I have not yet figured out how to use the pen. I just found out that this exists. So let me know how you use this pen. The Z Fold, however, is so different. Has such a great experience. Like I really have been loving my experience with the Z Fold. It's not perfect though, especially if you're coming from iPhone territory. There is a couple of warnings I need to give you. First of all, it's super, super customizable. Too customizable in my opinion. I'm actually quite overwhelmed. My friend, who is an Android tech creator, he said, bro, why are you using the default of everything? And I'm like, honestly, because I'm overwhelmed. Like this is too much for me. He did help me though. So you can see now I have a cute little theme, which is great. This is not really something, you can't really customize it to this level on an iPhone. I do get very overwhelmed. I'm sure you all know about the paradox of choice with Android, especially the Fold, where you have like the front. So you have your So you have your like front menu, and that is customizable and different from your inside the phone menu. It's a lot. Definitely feel a bit overwhelmed. So it is a lot to get used to. Kind of like how iPhone is a lot more straightforward. That being said, I still love this phone. Like I open this phone up all the time when I'm trying to show people things, especially over like lunch or dinner or something, and or when I'm watching stuff or when I want to work. Like this phone has been really, really great for that. It's not perfect, but so far I do love this phone. I do have a link for both of these in the description in case you're interested. If you have any specific questions about my journey with switching or any specific questions on this phone, especially to someone who's not familiar with the Android ecosystem, let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't seen my first video about my experience switching from iPhone to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, I am linking it right here for you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye!